From a right-wing think tank to the National Press Club, the message Ksenia Sobchak brought to Washington, D.C. was exactly what many U.S. opponents of Vladimir Putin would want to hear from a Russian presidential candidate.
To embrace NATO, this is the right goal for Russia.
Often called Russia's Paris Hilton for her well-documented social life and reality TV shows, her father was one of Vladimir Putin's mentors. But in 2011, she joined opposition protests and has since emerged as a government critic with millions of followers on social media. However, she's only polling around 1%. Since leading opposition candidate Alexei Navalny was barred from running, questions have been raised as to whether she is a Kremlin plant, or at the very least, a useful distraction to give legitimacy to forthcoming polls that President Putin is expected to win by a landslide. She rejects that.
When Alexei Navalny, my colleague on opposition movement, went also to take part on the elections, would it legitimate Putin? Why no one said that it will legitimate Putin? So that's a kind of absurd thing. It's either we all legitimate Putin or none of us does.
She says Vladimir Putin presides over a corrupt regime, and her economic prescription is based on privatization, loosening state control. Don't you just represent another bunch of oligarchs, nouveau riche, people who've done very well out of a corrupt system? I mean, there's nothing going to be different here for the average poor person. You're not Bernie Sanders, are you?
Well, first of all, I'm a really self-made businesswoman, but I never could have any corruption from the state because I never had any business with the state.
And she may soon be able to make her case directly to the White House. Members of Congress have invited her to Washington's annual National Prayer Breakfast on Thursday. Donald Trump will also attend. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Washington.